Hey, what's going on? It's Malak.Barayan. Peace and blessings. Listen, this is going to be a fun video because you want to know how to make money in minutes. I know how to do it. I'm helping other people do it. So let's get right to it. All right, so really quick, what my students are saying inside, and we got Rich who said, I appreciate you, coach. I'm a real spirit and I understand that all blessings come through or from others. Thank you for sharing your passion with us. I now have another trade and stream of income I can utilize to create my vision. For the short time I've known you, you've brought value into my life in many forms. Angels are watching you. High honors to you. If I never told you, thank you. Now back to our regular scheduled programming. Rich is a character. And then we got just a couple of screenshots of the group who had successful runs with us with me for the day. You know, if you see 4-0, that means 4 wins, no losses. We got 8-0, 8-0, 7-0, 3-0, 5-0, 4-0. Students are winning. All right, we winning. We got Jason who said that was an impressive session. We got 3 wins across 3 different currency pairs, showing your knowledge across multiple currency pairs. You went away from the same ones once the percentages dropped. It also had buys and a sell, and you were very patient. Good job, man. So we got some income proof here with just 2 students. We got Gary Jenkins who said, listen here, young man, you are a blessing. I thank God for you. Secured $373 in a day on my first day. Sheesh. We got Rich who says, speaking of profits, I made 1K today. Malak, I love you, bro. For real. Listen, this is what I'm in it for. For me, the motto is impact over income. I could have been doing this under a rock by myself, at home with my wife and kids, just chilling. But I felt it deep in my spirit as I started to grow and learn and make money in minutes that it was time to help others. And now I've created that where others are being helped. And they don't even really know what they're still doing. They're still learning, but they have me to guide them and tell them what to do day in and day out. You can do the same thing. This is why we're making this video. So what we will cover in this video, number 1, time, friend or foe. Number 2, speed to profit. And number 3, unlimited income potential. All right, so time. All right, let's rewind real quick. Let's go back in time. Once upon a time, I was working 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week. And I'm talking about 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Ill, disgusting. I mean, so much wear and tear on my body. I was a forklift driver in a warehouse and I could not stand life at the time, but I was grateful that I had a job. I was making $17.25 per hour, all just to take care of my 2 sons. And I was living paycheck to paycheck still, which is the crazy part about that. I was making $1,500 per week before taxes. So I was making less after they took out what they needed to take out, because Uncle Sam got to get his cut. And again, like I said, paycheck to paycheck, right? And if you're living paycheck to paycheck right now, this video that we're going over is for you, because you can make the same transition that I did if you pay attention, if you're serious, if you take some notes, and if you actually really want it bad enough. So everything changed for me once I met up with an old friend. This old friend of mine actually told me about Money in Minutes a year prior to me getting started with Money in Minutes, right? Making money in minutes. But I told him no, because I was trying to pursue my passion with basketball still, right? But because of injuries and, God had a different plan for me, right? The Most High had a different plan for my life. So with that being said, I'm working at the warehouse and I'm working 3rd shift and I'm on break, and I seen my friend's Instagram completely different. And I'm like, hey man, what's going on? We talked on video and he told me everything that he was doing. I quit my job immediately and I flew out the next day to Miami to stay with him for a few days, and he showed me what I'm trying to show you. Very powerful stuff, no lie. With that being said, time was very different for me after I learned this skill set and I started to get really good at it. All right, I was no longer working 12-hour shifts. I was working about 2 to 4-hour shifts, and still am to this day. And I could work less if I wanted to, because I'm working smarter now and I've made the money, but it's about 2 to 4. All right. And I work 6 days out of the week. and I rest on the seventh, as the scriptures say. Now, I work from anywhere I want. I can be traveling. I can go visit my parents. I could stay in my office at home and do this. I can go visit friends, whatever. As long as I got a laptop, internet, Wi-Fi, smartphone, tablet, it does not matter. Desktop, whatever. You can do this the same thing too. All right. And you can make money in minutes. All right. So with that being said, this is a quick question. You can look this up yourself. What banks do with your money after you deposit it? This is very, very crucial. And this is something that I believe everybody should actually do and know. And as you can see, this screenshot says when you deposit money into a bank, the bank doesn't keep that money in cash. Instead, it lends out deposits to consumers, businesses, and the government to earn interest and make a profit. So you mean to tell me we can work 40, 50, 60, 72 hours a week, and as soon as we make a deposit, the bank doesn't keep the money in cash? Where is it going? It's telling you that when you give work for your hard-earned money and you give the bank your money with a deposit, you're giving them free money. And because they're a bank and they know what to do with it, they're going to grow that money, multiply it, make a profit off of it because you've given them the free money because you don't know how to do it for yourself. So when I learned this, when I discovered this, I said, nah, that's basically like stealing from my family unknowingly because I don't know what I don't know. You know what I mean? And if you're in that situation, you should want to know what you don't know so that you can change what you haven't been able to change. It's that simple. Now, here goes another example with this question. This is where your cash deposits come in, but not in the way you probably think. Capital markets income. Banks earn money through capital markets by providing services like underwriting, merger and acquisition, advisory, and sales, and trading services. Very, very key. And trading services. So let's talk about speedy profits real quick. When it comes to making money in minutes with me, with my group, with what we're talking about today, you don't need any selling. All right. There's no selling involved. There's no inventory. There's no shipping. There's no website building, and there's no advertising. Now hold up, Malak. You mean to tell me I've been seeing all these ads all around social media, all around the internet, all around YouTube, where people are telling me that I can make a profit online when it comes to selling something or shipping something, or has to do with websites or ads, and you're telling me that I don't have to do none of those things to make money in minutes? We're not even talking about hours still. I'm gonna keep reiterating. We're talking about minutes. I mean, you don't have to do any of this stuff and you can make money in minutes. That's powerful in today's time. I want you to grasp that concept. Here's a couple of my students winning deals who are actually doing this right now. We got Chase. He's 22 years old. He works 2 jobs. He's a hustler. I respect him. We went 10 wins and 3 losses in our session. And this young man started off with just $100. And within 45 days, I've helped him secure over $1,200. We got Gary, who you've seen earlier. This is just in the group chat. He said this same exact thing I showed you earlier. Today was amazing. I started with $500 and made $373 in his first session. Crazy. And we got Rich, Big Money Rich. His name is Rich for a reason because I've helped him make a lot of money. Rich, 8 wins, 1 loss. All right. And by the way, I skipped over Gary's screenshot. Gary had no losses for the day just by waiting for me to show him and tell him what to do. But Rich, back to Big Money Rich, 8 wins, 1 loss. And it's crazy because Rich started off with about $1,500 when I very first got with him. And I started to teach him and show him and help him and guide him. And within about 6 months' time, he secured over $11,000 and climbing right now because this is an old screenshot, but 11,000. All right. Very, very, very powerful. All right. So I want you to know about what I did. When I very first started this, I started out small. All right. I wanted to start out small. I was getting out of that skeptical phase, and I seen that it was real. I seen people was doing this, and I said, okay, hold up. Let me try to start off with something small and just to see, what's going on, what's popping. How can I do this? All right. Because I've heard what other people say, but what can happen for me? And let me tell y'all, man, within a short period of time, I was able to compound that to a little over 6K. All right. Just over over 6K in less than 60 days. Now, Am I saying you're going to do the same thing? No, you could do better than me. All right. You could do just a little under. It all depends on you and how hungry you are. But this stuff is real and it's powerful. All right. Here goes unlimited income, that last key that we were going to talk about. Now, we're with these deals that we're making. All right. We're able to withdraw daily. You can withdraw weekly, monthly, it does not matter. But here's just some screenshots of some of my withdrawals. We got $1,000 withdrawal, $500, $400, $250, and I'm doing this I have the ability to do this on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. All right, and the money comes very quick, light speed. So with that being said, let's talk about this profit calculator. This is one of the main tools that I help my students use and myself use so that we can compound our money. We want our money to grow for us. We don't want the banks to make the money, to take our free money and grow the money for themselves. We want to use this daily tool right here, this compound daily interest calculator, as a tool to help us daily. All right. So as you can see off this example, $100 can literally, in a 30-day term, can literally have the potential to grow to 1.7K in 30 days. Remember, I told you Chase started off with 100 and he fell shy of his game plan, and he in 45 days he had actually had a 45-day game plan, but in his 45 days he took 100 to 1,200, which is very, very key because he's still working 2 jobs. He's still doing that, but he's making money in minutes, building his part-time fortune, building his side hustle, so that side hustle can take over his full-time job and he can walk away if he wants to. See, that's the goal here with me. I'm helping my students transition. I'm helping them learn this stuff. And then we set up a game plan, a clear, concise game plan on how over time, 3 months, 6 months, a year's time, you could walk away from your job. It's already happening for people that I'm working with. It's happened for myself, and it can happen for you. So this tool right here is by far a game changer for me and for those that I'm working with. Now, really quick question. Would you like me to show you how this works? Here's a quick little screenshot of me with one of my students out in Miami. We're chilling, we're vibing out, we're having fun. And we sat down to get something to eat, and I was just showing him how everything works. I flew out to Baltimore, took a train out to Baltimore to meet one of my brothers, and sat down with him and showed him the very same thing. And both of these guys are very successful in their careers now. So now in this video, it's simple. You have a choice to make. All right. Number one, the first choice is you're going to continue to go all over the internet and try to do this yourself. You're going to try to figure this out for yourself and waste time. Remember, time, is it your friend or is it your foe? If you want someone to guide you, then you're not going to go with this choice. All right, you're going to go with choice number 2, which is to learn a proven and tested process from someone who's actually mastered making money in minutes. Yours truly, Malak.barayan. Peace and blessings. I appreciate you. All right. You're going to gain access to my money in minutes training, where you'll be able to dive into the community, into the lessons, and you're going to be able to be guided step by step with no step skips on how you can make money in minutes consistently from here till eternity. All right. So with that being said, click the link in the description or wherever you're seeing it in this video, and I'm going to see you on the inside. And before you go do that, so I can see you on the inside, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because I'm doing a new case study and I'm about to be coming out with a lot of fire content, and I want you to be the first one to get the inside scoop. This is Malak.barayan. Peace and blessings, and I'll see you in the next video.